Hey everyone, guess what? The All Blacks just made a huge splash in San Diego, and it's been 44 years since they last played there. Can you believe it? They took on Fiji and absolutely dominated with a 47-5 win, scoring 7 tries in a single game. If you're a rugby fan, or even if you're new to the sport, you're going to want to hear all about this incredible match. Type in the comments, "Go All Blacks." So here's the deal. The All Blacks and Fiji players were not just there to play a game. They were on a mission to promote rugby in the US. Where people think rugby is just football without pads. Well, they showed everyone what real rugby is all about. Snapdragon Stadium was packed with 30,000 excited fans, which is the largest crowd for a rugby game in San Diego. The last time the All Blacks played there in 1980, they only pulled in 10,000 people. Talk about a major upgrade. Scott Barrett, the All Blacks captain, was super pumped. He thanked the rugby community and felt all the love from the fans who came from everywhere to watch. And the game did not disappoint. It was fast-paced with tons of movement and 8 tries in total. The field, which usually hosts football games, was a bit harder than usual, making for some interesting bounces from kicks. Unfortunately, both teams lost their scrum halves to injuries. Fiji's Frank Lomani dislocated his shoulder, and the All Blacks' Cortez Radama, who scored a try in his starting debut, suffered a concussion. Ouch! Type in the comments, "Go All Blacks." The All Blacks team was a mix of fresh faces and seasoned players, with 6 new caps and 11 changes from their recent win over England. Took them a bit to find their rhythm, but when they did, it was magic. The new midfield combo of Anton Lienert-Brown and Billy Proctor was on fire, creating opportunities left and right for Caleb Clark, Sever Reece, and Beauden Barrett. Lienert-Brown was a standout player and might have just secured his spot for the Rugby Championship. Damian McKenzie had more freedom this game and made good use of it, despite some shaky kicks at first. Artie Savia was a powerhouse from the back of the scrum. In the second half, the game opened up as both teams rotated their benches. Fiji had moments where they challenged the All Blacks defense but couldn't quite finish. Scott Barrett mentioned how they talked about grinding Fiji down, and it took time, but they got there in the end. Fiji's debutant fly half, Isaiah Armstrong-Ravula, was cool under pressure, and flanker Gideon Salawa ran with determination. New Zealand had 4 tries by halftime and ended with a debut try from hooker George Bell in the 78th minute. McKenzie nailed 6 out of 7 conversions. Type in the comments, "Go All Blacks." This game was more than just a match. It was part of a bigger push by New Zealand and World Rugby to get Americans hyped about rugby, especially with the 2031 Men's and 2033 Women's World Cups coming to the US. The All Blacks have been working hard to build rugby's profile in the States, like their memorable match against Ireland in Chicago in 2016. Alright, let's wrap this up. The All Blacks crushed it in San Diego with a 47-5 victory over Fiji, showing off some brilliant plays and promoting rugby to a new audience. They dealt with a tough field, a few injuries, and still came out on top, leaving fans buzzing with excitement. Before we go, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our updates. We've got plenty more rugby action and All Blacks news coming your way. And hey, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the All Blacks playing in the US? Let me know in the comments below.